Hello, everybody. It's CraftyRia, and welcome to Monday Night Live. Today is Monday, June 26th. Oh, let me pull my chat up. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I left my craft room door open because Jonah won't move. He's in the way. He moved now, but he's given me a dirty look. And if I close it, he's going to start barking, probably. Todd is on his way home, so that's why Jonah won't leave my side. And if I close my office door or my craft room door, he gets really mad. And he's laying down now. He's fine. But when Todd gets close to being home in about 45 minutes, I'll have to take a break and shut the door. Not really a break, but I'll just have to get up and shut the door. Because it'll get pretty noisy in here. Let's see. Okay, so first off, you guys give me a thumbs up if you can see and hear me okay. I don't have Todd in the other room telling me it's good. And we have, of course, Mad Libs today. It is Mad Lib Monday. And the way we do this is we always have a volunteer to help pick the words. Everybody puts their words in the chat and the volunteer picks one. So if you would like to volunteer, whether or not you volunteered before, please type the word volunteer in the chat. And the first one that I see come up will get to be a volunteer for me. And let's see, we have a lot of people in chat. We have Christine, one of my awesome moderators. Thank you so much for being here. She is also a channel member. Thank you, Angela, for volunteering. I appreciate you. I know I owe the volunteer stuff. It has been crazy. I apologize. I have a list of everybody's name. I'll send out goodie bags to everybody. Let's see. I've lost track of how many times I owe people for things, so I'll just send some goodies in there to you guys. I know I owe you for a couple, Angela, at least. Let's see. Mandy, welcome in. Denise, and of course, Angela is here. Destalou, Susan, and Barb. Okay, I think I have everybody so far. Welcome in. I picked a Mad Lib already, and I'm going to use a pen. I've been using pencil, but you know, it doesn't show up very well. And it's not like I'm going to erase them. So I'm going to use one of these really cool butterfly pens. This blue one is just one that I grabbed out of my stack. Oh, I'm sorry, Angela. All right, thank you. All right, I appreciate that, Angela. Thank you. All righty. I thought you meant that you can volunteer. I didn't know you meant you can hear me. Well, I'm glad you can hear me, and I'm glad I'm glad I volunteered you to volunteer, Angela, and you said yes. We work well together like that. All right. So the first word that we might as well just start with a word since we're talking about it. The first word that we need is an adjective, and let's go ahead and do two adjectives. We're going to need a whole bunch in the end, so put at least two in the chat. You could put more than two, and Angela usually keeps a running list and goes from there. Welcome in, Carla. All right, I do have a little bit of mail to open. Not a whole lot this week. This came in the mail today. Let's see. This is from Tessa from the group The Hangout for my May wishes. Voluntold. There you go. I voluntold you to volunteer, Angela. And she sent me some really pretty images. These bird images and some doggies and of course a peacock feather. More doggy stuff and more peacock stuff. That peacock butterfly is super pretty. I haven't seen an image like that of a peacock butterfly before. And then she said, enjoyed this. This is your bling. Of course, I had to open it to see what it was. I didn't take it completely out, though. It is, I believe this is a bracelet. Yeah, it's pretty stretchy, and it is a blingy bracelet. Oh, good, and it's not too tight. I love that there's extra room. That is really pretty. I will set that aside and I will put it with my bracelets. I wear a lot of bracelets when I go out. I don't usually wear them when I craft because they kind of get in the way. But when I go out to Vegas or on a cruise or just out and about, I wear them. That's a good Vegas bracelet because it's sparkly and blingy. And, oh, I was going to tell you what was kind of going on this week. Last week, Todd volunteered for GOBA, the what is it? G-O-B, a Great Ohio Bicycle Adventure. There we go. I don't know why I couldn't remember what it was really called. And they had a good week. He worked really hard, super hard work this week. And for some reasons, a lot of the people were very rude to the volunteers, and more so this year than ever before. So that is kind of discouraging because those people work so hard. But hopefully they'll be better next year. And then Todd got home from that Saturday night, but on Friday, his job told him that they were going to fly him to New Jersey this week for work. But he's at the airport now, and his flight was canceled because of all the bad weather going on in New Jersey and New York. So he's on his way home. So that is fun. Let me know how your weather is, or if you're in that neck of the woods with the bad weather. I guess there were a bunch of flights canceled. But here in Ohio, our weather looks good. Nothing too bad, nothing too crazy. It's warm and sunny. And then I got this in the mail. It was on my wish list. It was from Dawn. And these are just rolls of that sticky tape. And they are quite thin. This one here is actually 2. So that's how thin they are, narrow, and then up to that wide. And then I also have a couple things that I got from Temu. I've still been ordering from them, and I like their really cheap jewelry. These have only been like $1. Oh, that's right, Christine, you are having winter. I will be going to Australia in August, and it'll be summer here, but winter there. So here we have this. Let's see if the camera will focus on it. It is a turtle. Super pretty in person. The camera's not picking it up as pretty as it is, but it is super pretty. I got it because I thought it would be pretty to wear on a cruise. I'm not going to mess with trying to put it in there. Well, hello, Michelle M. And what I do with these necklaces, if they're not long enough, I have a whole pack of these chain extenders. I'll just grab one out to show you. And they're in all different lengths, and they have a little clasp on each side, and you can add 2 or 3 or 1 to each necklace and make them any length you want. Super easy, and there's some silver color and some gold color in there. So they're really easy to use, so I don't worry about if the necklaces are long enough. And then there is this necklace. It is a purple heart with a flower on the front. It is quite large, quite hefty and thick. It is super pretty. That purple stone in person just glitters so pretty. A few more dog paraphernalia objects, a neck fan, oh, some wireless earbuds that I will need help with, and a few more things. I've been buying their clothes. I'm actually wearing a shirt today that I purchased, and I usually buy them like 3 sizes too big for me, and they usually fit just right. Well, I had a couple that came that were actually big, so I just wear those around the house, like a pajama top in a way, but they're pretty in case I go outside or if someone comes over. This chain on this one seems quite long, which is good. And then there is this silver flower, and their chains do have an extender on them already. If you've ever gotten paparazzi necklaces, it's the same type of thing, so you can adjust it. But then sometimes they're still not long enough. Just depends on how long you like them. And each of these necklaces were $1 or less, probably $1.50 maybe. They were not expensive. And then when the color tarnishes, I just throw them away. Or I could use the pendant for something else and then just pitch the chain when it gets yucky. And then, oh, Todd ordered me these from Temu. He's addicted to Temu too. He orders stuff all the time. And there is this package of buttons. He said he ordered them. He doesn't know what he wants to do with them. And I said, well, they would go great on some of my cards. And he says, yeah, I thought so. Here, take them. So he ordered me those. So we may use some of those. And Angela, if you could pick me 2 of those adjectives, I'll put those in the story. I'm going to put this bracelet in here with these necklaces, and after the show, I will go hang them all up. I have in my closet hanging on the wall, like a tie rack, I think it is, that I got on Amazon for $5 or something. It's just a bunch of hooks. And I have all my necklaces and bracelets hanging up in there. I may have too many, but that's okay. Angela, what did you order that you don't like on you? Shirts? I ordered a couple that have like peacocks on them and flowers. I should have brought in the one. I ordered one and it was too small. It's like a size too small for me. I sent them a note saying it's no good. I was going to return it. And they said keep it, and they refunded me my money. So that is great. I will just donate it. It's not a bad shirt. It's pretty and colorful. Bold and woebegone. Bold. All right. What is woebegone? W-O-E. Woebegone. Woebegone. Woe begone. Okay. All right. And the next word we're going to need is a noun, and I'll take 2 nouns. Oh, yes, Barb. You do end up collecting it when you make it. I have a few things that I've made. But I don't usually make a lot of jewelry that I wear. Okay, I think that is all of the mail. I do have 2 cards up front that I wanted to recycle that I have received in the mail recently. And, and I have the card to finish from last week. Well, let me show you these 2 cards since I already have them in my hand. This I received in a swap from Remy, and she always tells me to reuse her card, so I will reuse that. I think it's really pretty. And then I received this thank you card. It was for the wedding gift that we gave Jessica and Steve when they got married. If you're watching Jessica, hello. She usually lurks and doesn't say anything when she's watching. But she said in here I hope you are able to reuse this card, Ria. I will be watching. So, that's what it says. So otherwise I would not cut it apart. But it is here. And I have a video of the wedding card that I made for her out of the invitation. I need to edit it and get it posted. So I'll be doing those two tonight. So if you're watching, Jessica, it's coming. It's coming. I have a plan for it, actually. Oh, that's neat, Barb. You made necklaces and earrings to go with every outfit you used to wear to work. I used to have a problem where I would order paparazzi jewelry for every outfit that I used to wear to work. I had mostly different LuLaRoe shirts and plain colored pants and a necklace that matched each one. Okay, so last week, or a couple weeks ago, I received this card. If you watched last week, you'll know. And it's one of those infinity cards. And then I went ahead and made one, but I didn't finish decorating it because I didn't have a lot of, yes, noun, Angela. 2 nouns, at least 2 nouns. I didn't have enough flat embellishments handy. I didn't plan ahead. So, and this was sent to me, and she also sent a bunch of paper, this glitter paper. So I used the glitter paper, and this is the card that I made. And that's how far we got last week. I went through some stuff. Yes, I did. I did not fail out on what I said I was going to do. I thought these would be good for the centers of the flowers because they're not as thick as bling. They do have a little dimension, but not super thick. I found these butterflies that are silver color, and I thought they would go good with the glitter. And I found this rainbow colored sentiment that said thank you that I thought would go good on the front of the card. And I found these butterflies, since we already have some butterflies going on, these die cuts that I thought would go on the card as well, somewhere maybe. And then this little package, I'm not even sure what's in it. I just grabbed it when I grabbed the butterflies. And we'll see what is going on here. We have these couple pretty flowers. These are just circles, scalloped circles, a black circle, more of the flowers, and these foxes, but they won't go with the theme, but some of this will. Maybe these little flowers will. So let's start with the sentiment that says thank you. I need to trim it down because it's too wide the way it is. So let me just trim it like that. And I'm just trimming it without the paper trimmer. Don't tell anybody, you guys. So I have the word thank you. Okay. That I think would go great on there. I think that is like it's meant to be. I did not plan it that way, of course. I think I'm going to cut off some of this white just to make it more even. I don't remember what this was from, where I got this. Thank you. I found it in a box of sentiments, just pieces that I've cut off of cards. So there we go. It was probably on a card. And I know this is not perfect and straight and even, but don't tell anybody. If you don't watch this, if I send this to someone who's not watching this, they'll never know. So there we have that. It says thank you. All right. I always want to say butter. Smooth like butter, Michelle. All right, let me glue this down first. Because I know last week we said that this card really needed a sentiment. Crichton is being quiet even with the door open. There we go. And then we have some space up here. I might actually want to put flowers there because we already have butterflies. Yeah, they're not going to show up so good. Let me see what I'm going to do with some of the rest of this first before I decide what to do with those. I was thinking of something for these, but I can't remember. That might be too glittery. I could put these two big butterflies here and these flowers here possibly. And maybe a butterfly on one of them. Since I only have 3 of these, I don't know. Let me hold off. Let me decide. I need to open more of these pages. This one here, we already have a lot of goodies, so maybe a butterfly to go with each flower. Let's do that. That's an easy one to make. And then I'll put centers on those flowers. Okay, so let's do that. You made pie crust and rhubarb and strawberries. Your husband wanted one. I have. Yeah, oh, you should put pictures of it. However, you are ruining a perfectly good strawberry pie by putting that rhubarb in it. Just saying. That is the best way to ruin strawberry pie, is to put rhubarb inside. Just saying. I'm not telling you what to do. Yeah, they might. I might ink the edges, maybe for the other page. I've already got them on here. They stand out okay on this one. It's just on that light blue they don't. What would I do without you guys telling me to ink edges? All right. These, I think these big ones will go really good. These round dots I got at not Hobby Lobby, Big Lots. No, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Dollar Tree. I love them. If they have them again, I'll get more. They are so cool. And then I'll put some on these. I'll use the small ones on these. These 4. No, they're too little. I'll use big ones. And some are green and blue and purple and pink. I'm just randomly picking them. I'm not really, no rhyme or reason here. So we have those. Super pretty. And then we're back to the front. So I need stuff for this page and the front. I have 3 of these flowers. I think I know what I'll do. She claimed it was poisonous. That's so funny. I know people who say they're allergic to things that they don't like. Like, I have a joke that I'm allergic to mayonnaise. I'm not, but I hate mayonnaise. I despise it. So my family calls it my mayo allergy. All right, let me get a an inker. Let's see, maybe some purple. Maybe I could ink them with different colors. Let's see how they look if I do them in this purple one here. This is Wilted Violet. Just kind of, I guess I could use my fancy dauber thing, but I could also just ink it like that. Adds a little bit of spunk to that. All right, they're cloth, so I'll do another one in this purple. Try not to make a mess of my hands. And of course more is getting on there. It's not just the very edges, but that's okay. I'll put one down there. Let me get some other colors. These come in these 4-packs, and I got them on clearance at Hobby Lobby, and I just took this part off the package, and that's how I store them. And I store them too high up on a shelf, and the shelf is actually a cutlery tray, a wooden cutlery tray. How about this dark blue? This one is called Faded Jeans. Yeah, I don't really like rhubarb. I think I kind of want to like it because it's sour, and I really like sour. But when I have it, I decide I don't really like it. All right, you guys, you know, Todd's away, or is going to be away this week. He's coming home, but he was going to be away, and he was away last week. So when he's away, I buy junk food. You guys, when I was a kid, we used to get Pepperidge Farm cakes, the frozen cakes, the square cakes, you know, and they're like a triple layer cake. Oh, and by the way, Angela, go ahead and pick 2 of those nouns. So anyway, we used to get those a lot when I was a kid. My brother used to buy them, and I loved them. Well, I bought a coconut cake, and I had a piece maybe for dinner tonight. Yeah, I had a piece for dinner. I had a late lunch, so I had a piece of cake, and it's not as good as I remember. I'm very disappointed. Absolutely, very much disappointed. So, there's that. I'll probably eat most of it anyway. However, it's not as good as I remembered it being. It's no Publix cake, that is for sure. Aw, Angela, that's so cute. All right. Jonah finally went to lay down. I wonder if I can shut my door now. He's content with having stopped me from shutting my door. So he's on his bed. What he does is he has a bed in the living room, which is the room right over there where Crichton is, or the front room actually. And he will move the bed, and he moves it as close as he can to my craft room door when I'm home alone. And then he has a bed that is in the living room, which we call our music room. So when I play my guitar, he is up there as close as he can be to me. I'm just going to put some of these dots randomly around. And he'll move the bed around as well, so he can be near me, because he's just crazy like that. Nouns above. Okay. Oh, chipmunk and tractor. Okay, thank you. I didn't see that. Chipmunk and tractor. Those are good nouns. All right, let me put those in the story. Oh, this is good. This is good. Okay. Now we need, oh, I want to mix it up a little bit. How about 2 adjectives again? 2 more adjectives. I'm going to close this door. Have to get my card in here. There we go. All right. The door is shut. I hope Jonah does not howl. Okay. So there is the front of the card. And then I just need something for this. I think I'll do the butterflies, because that way they don't really hide the smiley faces too much. And oh, looky there. That's a white one. What's on the back of the blue? Just more blue. I think I'll go with this white one down there, because it does stand out. And I will use some glue, because there's a bunch of just little pieces here. This is Elmer's glue in an art glitter glue bottle. And put some on the back of this guy. I like to use glue on really small die cuts like this, because it's really hard to get adhesive on them otherwise. So let me know, you guys, what you had for dinner, so I can feel bad about having cake for dinner. My stomach will probably be growling. Cake's probably not the best dinner to have. Strawberry pie would probably be a better choice. Okay. All right. Butterflies, stay put. Stay put. All right. And I need something for the sides. How about more of these flowers? I have some loose ones. Since these are flowers here, oh, I have something that might go good with these flowers. I wonder if I put this. Yeah, I think this will do it. Put this vine and put a flower on each one. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. This is so good. This is so good. And for this, I'm going to use the baby dots. A huge salad and hamburger. That sounds good. I had a bag of lettuce last week and I didn't eat it, so I threw it away. My tomatoes are looking good. Both the outdoor tomatoes and then the indoor tomato plants, which I have tried to kill last week. I did not mix up the nutrient solution properly. And I can't get this glue dot to go on here. I did not mix up the nutrient solution, and it was 3 times too strong. And I was wondering why my plants were shriveling up, and I looked it up and it said you have too many nutrients in the water. So then I reread the package and realized, yeah, I did that wrong. So I had to drain it out, and boy, did that make a mess, and I had to add water. So there's that. That was my excitement last week. Baked chicken, baked beans, and 1 potato wedge. That sounds good, Angela. I mean, Agnes. All right, you guys, keep putting your adjectives in the chat. This is taking forever with these little glue dots. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try Fabri-Tac. See if it works. Well, it's not going to come out of here. Okay, hold on. Boy, oh boy. Hold on. I got the big one. Maybe this will go quicker with Fabri-Tac. I really like this trim, but it's hard to work with. That might be better. Let's try putting the flour down with it too. Okay, that's going to be quicker. All right, let's see if I have small pieces to use. I do. Okay, put a little bit on the back of each one of these leaves. That's much quicker. And stick one of these down. All right, get your adjectives in the chat, and then we'll have Angela pick one here in a minute. I do like that. I think for up here, I'll put a couple butterflies instead of that. I'll put a couple of these little guys. And I think they'll stand out on this pretty good by themselves. Thai peanut sauce and some ginger Oh, that sounds good. Wraps. Minus the wrap for lunch and ate the rest of that. Mmm. That sounds super good, Angela. Yeah, these will stand out okay on here by themselves. Put some of this Fabri-Tac on the back. I want to add a C in there, but there is no C. This stuff dries pretty quickly too, I think. A lot of people use it for just on paper, paper to paper. Okay. These, oh, I didn't think about these guys. Here, oh, what if I put one there? I forgot about these flowers and one here. There we go. Let's do that. Let's try the Fabri-Tac on the back of those. I'm going to have to store this upside down like I do my tacky glue. That smells pretty good. I need to sniff this more. It smells pretty good. I'll put like green and blue ones on these just so they stand out. There we go. So there we have that. We have that. That, and then back to the beginning. All right, I'm going to call this card done. Otherwise, I will overdo it and just sit here and keep putting stuff on it over and over again because I never know when to stop. That's what my parents used to always say, that I didn't know when to stop. They probably meant talking, but I'm sure it can hold true for everything besides talking. All right, Angela, if you could pick me 2 adjectives, I'll put those in the story. I'm not a fan of wraps, like I like burritos, but like wrap sandwiches, I don't really like. I like the insides without the wrap. I don't like them wrapped up in a wrap. I don't really like sandwiches on bread. I like, what do I like on bread? Well, I like bread, and I like the stuff inside a sandwich. I just like them separated. I don't like my food to touch, I guess. That's what it is. I prefer a salad with a side of bread and butter than I do a sandwich. All right, so that card is done. I'm going to set that aside. I hope it doesn't dry stuck together. Put these scissors away. Put my glue dots away. All right, so next up we have these 2 cards. All right, we have brotherly and bothersome. Okay, I see a bee theme going on here. And those were adjectives. Oh, this is funny. Okay. Bothersome. Okay, now we're going to need a plural noun, and we need 3 plural nouns. So stick them in the chat. I know what I want to do with this, so let's do this one next. I better move my phone because I'm afraid I'm going to drop it with having it there. It was under something. All right. Cut the front off of that. Let me get one of these. Let me see where we're at. Let me trim the edges in a little bit. We don't need all of that white space. I'm going to trim a little bit off the bottom. Again, just to get rid of some of the extra white space. There we go. I would miss bread too. I went low carb for a while. I love bread and butter. You can get artificially sweetened things to fill in that craving, but it's hard to replace real good bread. And I'll stop talking about it because I know some of you are low carb and I don't want to torture you. I was hoping I would have a good purple for this. And what do you know? I think that's a pretty darn good purple for this. Because you know I have to use glitter paper. Hi, Frank Lee. Welcome in. If you guys aren't following Frank Lee, please give him a follow. He's an awesome musician. Such chill vibes, great music. He has a YouTube and he has a Twitch. And Frank, I set the moderation things up. I think you can safely post a link in the chat. So try it and I hope it doesn't ban you this time. Frank, look what I just made. I finished today. I started it last week. This crazy never-ending card. It just goes on, and there we go. It starts at the beginning. All right. So, yeah, Frank is really awesome. I don't know why I got a ruler out. I don't need a ruler. So I am recycling this thank you card I have, and I have some beautiful purple paper, and I need to cut this to be about, I'll start with the small end, about 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 or so. And let's see, that will go right on there, and then this will go on here. Yes, that's good. And of course, I can't just leave the front plain. So, I get this guy out. Oh, it's the wrong way. This is very heavy. Okay, there we go. We're going to do some die cutting. If I could find my dies, they're over here. I'm going to use these Spellbinder ovals. I went through all of my ovals. None of them really fit this perfectly. But this is the closest one. It's going to cut it a little bit bigger. But I think it'll still look good because it'll have that lacy effect going around. You'll see what I mean. Oh yes, put some plural nouns in the chat. You could put, we need 3, so we put 3 of them in the chat. Oops, it helps if I turn this upside down. I think Todd is home. I hear noises. Yeah, I bet he's home. In case you guys didn't hear me mention, his flight got canceled. He was flying into LaGuardia, and they're having really bad weather. So he's going to fly tomorrow morning instead of tonight. And that is why I had cake for dinner. because I was home alone. Can't leave me home alone. I end up having cake for dinner. All right, let's get this off of here. This is the Magic Mat by scrapbook.com. You guys know I love it. It is the best cutting mat around. All right. There we go. And that's what that looks like. Cut out. I think that is going to work for the way I want it to look. So we'll have this down, this, and that, and you'll be able to see the glitter behind it. So I think that'll work great. Yeah, it also embosses, Frank. It will, you can use embossing folders and emboss with it. And it also cuts out all kinds of shapes. All right, you guys, put your plural nouns in the chat. If you guys hear noise, that is Todd coming in, and Jonah may bark. Crichton may make noise. For those of you that don't know, Crichton is my African gray parrot, who is a crazy bird, and he has been very quiet tonight. He's usually quite noisy. I have to decide which end is up. Okay, that's up. I couldn't tell which end was up. Jessica, I hope you're watching this. She is the one who sent me this card that I am recycling. And I need some foam adhesive. Here we go for the back, because I do want to raise that up a little bit. Using up the scraps of foam adhesive. Yes, you can emboss your dies. You're right. He is quiet. He's clucking a little bit now. Yeah, he was quiet last week, and I had the door open the entire time last week, and he was quiet. He likes music. When I play the guitar, if he can hear it, he will sing along and cluck along with me. He is quite funny. If I sing, he will try to sing with me. He doesn't know it's off key. He has no idea. He's crazy. I am surprised he's been as quiet as he has been. All right. All right, you guys get those words in the chat, whatever we said they were. And Angela, go ahead and pick me some words here in a few seconds. Plural nouns, is that what we decided? I can't remember. I have to look and see. Yeah, plural noun. I think we need 3 of them. Yep, with this, it's great. You can emboss, you can die cut. You can do quite a bit with it. Tubas. We like to play Mad Libs. It's quite fun. All right. So I have that sticky side open, and I'm going to just line it up on there. I'm lining up the pieces there in just one section, and then it will line up perfectly when I place it down. So I like the way that came out, actually. I didn't have a die that fit that oval exactly, but I think I got it to work pretty good. Trees and magnolias. I need one more plural noun, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, one more. Trees, magnolias, and one more. Okay. So we need one more plural noun. If you guys want to throw one more in the chat and let Angela pick it, unless you think you have enough, Angela, to pick from. How about let's use more of these? A couple more of these purple flowers. I could not cut this out. Not that good. These purple flowers might be too big. I think it's going to take away, but oh, I know what I could put on there instead. Those purple flowers are too big. How though about a couple of these little purple centers? These little gems that we were using before, and I think I'll put one in each corner. There we go. Lakes, okay. So let me add that word, and let's go ahead and do another word, lakes. Okay, now we need, all right, you guys behave. Do not get me banned from YouTube on this one. We need a part of the body, plural, and we need two of them. Don't get me thrown off YouTube. I think I'm just going to leave this card as is, the way it is, because I like all the glitter and it has just enough of shimmer from those things. I think I'm just going to leave that. I don't want to overdo it. I use this finger blade sometimes. This is, instead of an X-Acto knife, I use this. I like to, I buy the blades in bulk, and, well, not bulk, I just have a package of like 100 of them. I guess that's bulk. And I like to always keep a very sharp blade in it, because it really makes a difference. And I'm afraid to cut my fingers. I saw a joke the other day, and this could be true for crafters. It could also be true for musicians. It was about musicians, that musicians would rather break their leg than hurt their fingers. All right, so then I have this card. This is from, I got this from Remy in a swap, and I thought I would do something with this. So I'm going to cut the front off. There we go. I like the gold bar down at the bottom. I'll try not to cut that off. Can you guys hear Crichton? He's clucking now. I don't know what he thinks he's doing by clucking. Sometimes he barks like a dog. Or he just says bow, wow, wow in real words, not bark. Let's see. What do I have for green? Let me put this purple away. That's true. Drummers use their legs and their feet too. So I guess the people that do use their feet don't want to hurt their feet either. And you're right, pianists use their feet. I think that green goes really good. And look, it's just the right size. We'll go with that. Why not? I have no idea how I'm going to decorate this one. It is very pretty by itself. What should I decorate it with? I have these little flowers. Oh yeah, let's put some flowers on some of the plants. Okay, let's do that. Michelle, this is kind of your style, this card. I thought of you. When I picked it up today, I had thought you sent it to me, but then I realized it was Remy. Glossy accents. Are they within reach? I don't see my glossy accents bottle. Oh, yes, I do. I see it. I had to look over and see. I have stickles, too. Oh, I put this on crooked. Oh, darn it. Hold on, you guys. This is my bone folder that I'm using to unmistake my card. Welcome in, Jean. Tonsils and nostrils. Good answer. Yeah, we're looking for plural body parts. All right, that's better. I could put some of these. Yeah, I think I'll stick some of those on the plants. And maybe some stickles on the flower pots. Or glossy accents on some of the stuff. That is a good idea. I like these guys. These look pretty. They happen to be ones that just came out. Let's see if I have a third one, because you know I like threes. Yep, I do. Maybe, if I can get it. Here's the third one here. We'll put 3 on there. I know most of these are greenery and they don't normally have flowers. Oh, I'll put some flowers in the flowers there. Okay. All right, let me get the glossy accents. In case you don't know, this is Glossy Accents, and it is a Ranger product. It is a glue that dries clear. I haven't used it in a while. Let me see. On a piece of scrap paper. Okay, just want to make sure it comes out okay before putting it on the card. And let's do, I'm just going to put some on the leaves. It'll make them look waxy. And I will even use it to adhere these little flowers down. There we go. I'll put a little bit there. And this one kind of up there. There we go. So I don't know if you can tell. It will dry, it'll level out and dry pretty clear and shiny. I'm just going to put glossy accents on this kind of like fern plant. Huff on it with hot air? You mean to help it come out of the bottle? I'm going to make this what do I want to say? That vase look glossy, and I'm going to do this one glossy too. I'll do this instead of stickles. Let's see, let's put some on these leaves here. And a little bit on these. And I think I'll do the black part of this plant, this pot, flower pot. That's what I wanted to say before. I will also do this flower pot with glossy. And I'm going to put glossy accents on these flowers, and then I will put some of the other flowers. I'm just going to set them in there. Oh, my mistake paper up. Okay, I got it. I got what you were saying. All right, let's put some of these little flowers on there. How about a purple one? Always have to have purple. Okay. Which are Monstera? I have no idea. Michelle, which one is the I can't even say it. I love these little flowers. Okay, so there we go. I have some flowers there. I put a couple flowers on here. I have the flower pots done up with glossy accents. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to huff on camera. I may get flagged for vulgar things on my show. All right. Angela, can you pick 2 of those body parts? Unless someone else has ideas, throw them in the chat real quick, and then otherwise Angela can pick me 2 of them. I'm going to add some glossy accents to some of these leaves over here too, while we're waiting on 2 body parts. Okay. There we go. I'm going to set this aside and hopefully not ruin it. Tonsils and arms. Okay, we got it. All right, so now we need nouns. We need 3 nouns. Okay. Okay. One of them is really kind of strange, but it'll be okay. Let's see here. I have some cards that have been floating around from last time. Should we do a Christmas card? Probably. Why not? We haven't made a Christmas card today. All right. Maybe I'll use my X-Acto knife for Frank. I know, Angela, you've been saving up the nouns, which is good. Save them up. And I'll give everybody a few minutes to add more nouns in the chat. All right, let's do this card. This has been on my desk for a long, long time. Cutting old school, you got it. I think I'll use this red to matte that. The scrap from the back of the card. That will work. Let me glue it down real quick. That way I'm not wasting really any of the card. All right. So I have the sentiment cut out for the inside. I try to save the whole, as much of the card as I can. Let's see. I can get a 5x7, I think. Yep, I'll have to trim this down a little, but I think it'll work on 5x7. Let's see. Get rid of some of that off the top. A little bit off the side. Let's kind of see where we're at. Take a little bit, I'll trim it down a little bit more because I want the background to show a little bit. Okay. And let's get some silver glitter paper, because why not? If I can find my silver. I wonder, maybe I'll just leave the background white, because you know the silver's not going to show up, but it will show up behind this. I may want that. I have silver foil. All right. I'm going to start by, because I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Let's get this out. I'm just going to cut this design out. And instead of trying to make that fancy little cut, I'm just going to cut it at a diagonal. This is for Frank. The X-Acto knife. You guys know I don't use it very often. But I've been wanting to do this with this card anyway. I have to hold my tongue just right. Oh, I forgot this piece here. Okay. Oh, I didn't cut this side. Helps if I cut all 4 corners. Not very good with this X-Acto knife if I don't cut out all edges. There we go. All right, so we have that piece, and I have this. All right. This is also a cutting mat, although I like to use the little one, this little one, just to help preserve this since I do film on it. That's why I did that. I'm not going to put silver down on this. I'm going to just use the white background. I didn't cut myself, which is my goal, is to not cut myself. Got to protect my fingers for both crafting and music. I hardly ever leave the background white, but there. So we have that piece cut out. Let's see, do I want to put it on this? I think I kind of like it on that. I was going to do that or this. I think I'll go with, that was pretty bright, with this. Okay, let's do it with this. Oh no, Carla. Carla, we're looking for, what words are we looking for? Nouns? I forgot. Let's see. We are looking for nouns for 3 of them, so stick them in the chat. The glitter. Okay, we got it. We got some glitter going on here. Okay. And then I will use Oh no, I don't know what I dropped. I dropped something. It was not my phone. It was very loud though. Okay, it hit the metal stand around my table. This glitter paper is, I think it's from Die Cuts with a View. It comes like that. You can see the glitter there. I have all kinds of glitter paper. It is one of my favorite things to use. You're right, Michelle. Glitter always wins. Glitter and bling. If it shines and is sparkly, it's for me. That is correct. Okay, so we have that. And I want to know what I dropped. I have no idea what I dropped. Okay. Get my fancy scissors. I'm looking for ones, maybe just those, since I cut off the fancy edge already. Let's go with those. Okay. I've had these scissors in my stash for many, many years. You know, when they were popular way back when. And I'm just going to go, I'm cutting the edges like that. There we go. My scissors away. They just hang on a shelf. I have a shelf over there. And then we have this piece here. And I'm not going to raise it up because I don't want the white to show too much behind it. I'm not going to use the glue dots. I'm going to just put it down flat. If I had glitter paper behind it, I would definitely have it be raised up, but I don't. So we have that. And before I forget, let me put this on the inside of the card. My bag of scissors, yes. It's a basket I got from the thrift store for probably $1.25, and it has a hanging piece on it, and it hangs on a wooden shelf that has those big wooden pegs. Got that at a garage sale. I spared no expense for this craft room. All right, how about some snowflakes to put on here? All right. Angela, if you could pick me 3 of those nouns, I will put them in the story. Oh, you got them. All right. We have narwhal and paint. And paint. This is funny. We will need one more noun. So you guys put another noun in unless you have enough, Angela. There's an adventure in finding tools. You're right. I have these little snowflakes from the Dollar Tree. This is my bag of snowflakes. Let's see, I have some of these clear ones. Oh, I think that would be good. Let's see. Have it kind of halfway over it. Oh, yes, I like it down there. Let's do that clear one. These clear ones, there you go. You can see it has a little bit of a holographic effect on them. I'll put one down here. Okay. Yeah, these little silver snowflakes are perfect. All right. I love shopping at thrift stores and garage sales, swap meet type places. Love it. We have a swap meet that's not far from us in the spring. And that's where we bought our chickens when we had chickens. They have all kinds of stuff. I always forget about it. I haven't been in forever. I haven't been since we bought chickens. What will work on this? Maybe glossy accents? I'm going to try a little bit of glossy accents on this since it'll dry clear. I'm just putting it around the center portion. Oh yeah, you can't even see it. The glossy accents, I mean. In person, you can see that snowflake pretty well, but you cannot see the glossy accents. It doesn't show up on camera very well, but it looks really cool in person. So there, that card is done. You haven't been to a swap meet since you were a little boy. Yeah, let's go to Angela's house. Then you guys can come here and shop my stash. We'll make the rounds. You can help me clean out my craft room. All right, I think we have time for another card. One more. Let's see. Let me grab this stack of cards. Am I missing anything that I wanted to make? I don't think so. Okay. I'm trying to decide what to make. I can make this little boy card. Maybe die cut it out. Let's do that. That is neat too. Let me see if I have a die cut for either one of those. That'll work. I'm thinking a fancy square die cut for this. All right. Oh, this is so heavy. This is my box of die cuts, and they're all metal dies, and there are magnet sheets on them, so it's extremely heavy. Let's see what I have here. I'm just trying to grab all my squares and frame type dies. Let's see what I have that'll work. I may not have one that's going to be good for that fisherman. I'm going to need to expand into another die cut box. Either that or I have to stop getting die cuts. You know that's not going to happen. Okay. I didn't even look at that. What's in the side? Tonic Studios. Oh, okay. I was thinking about this for this, but I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it is. Oh, you know, that actually might be really good. I think I need to have this piece with it. Let's try it. Why not? Ooh, look at that piece too. We could do a twofer. All right. I don't know if this is going to be too wide. No, it'll fit in my die cutter. And then that will also fit in my die cutter. I may not make something with that one today, but I'll cut it out. Get those scraps off there. Okay, there we go. Now I have to sweep my floor. Underneath this magic mat is a magnetic platform. Because the dies are metal, and you can hear that it just snaps right down on there. It's great, because then it'll stay in place. I hope that's in frame. I hope you guys can see that okay. And I'm going to put that piece in so that way it will cut out the frame. The magnet is wanting to pull it. So I'm just going to tape it in because the magnet wants to make it crooked. Okay. There, let's try that and see what it looks like. I've never used this die before. Ugh. I'm working hard today. I'm going to run it back through. All right. Yep, that cut it out. Maybe not. Let me run it through again. All right, you guys, where are we going? To Chicago? Okay, let's see if that cut all the way through. I think so. We're going to wing it if it didn't. And if it doesn't work, then, well, you know, we'll try something else. Yes, we should have a craft retreat. Maybe not at my house, but maybe somewhere near here. In my city. Let's take all of these little pieces out. And we have this piece. I have a couple little pieces left. Let me get them out. All right. Do we have one more noun, Angela? Okay. Oh, I should have paid attention to which side was up. There we go. That's the correct orientation. There we go. That is a really neat background. I think I'll use that color. It's either going to be that color or this darker blue. Maybe the darker blue. No, I like the lighter blue. Chifforobe. I don't know what a chifforobe is. What's a chifforobe? Am I even saying it right? You guys are making me say hard words. Okay. And let's see. Then we need an adjective. This die, yeah, I like this die set. I think I got it on Hobby Lobby clearance a long time ago. I've never used it before. I can't find what I did with the background. Here it is. Spellbinders. I'm pretty sure that came from Hobby Lobby. I thought I would use it for Christmas cards and that sort of thing. And then I need something for the bottom of this card. A big wide piece of ribbon would be great. I'm not sure if I have a big wide piece of ribbon that would work. I'm looking at my ribbon stash. I have some wide ribbons here. That might work. We have some green leaves. That might be too big. I don't know that I like it. I have more wide ribbons. I think they're all Christmas though. Yeah, those are Christmas. That's not going to work. Are you not allowed to buy any more, Angela? I don't know that I like the wide ribbon. Oh my gosh, guys, what am I going to do? What am I going to do with this card? Lace or daisy trim. I do have daisy trim. do? Where is my daisy trim? I just saw it the other day. Daisy trim. Come here, daisy trim. Where are you? Where, oh, where is my daisy trim? I don't know where my daisy trim is. It was right over here the other day. Oh, I have this other trim. Washi. It's to die for. No, puns are great around here. I'm the queen of puns. I have this whole big thing of trim that Todd gave me. That I have not ever used. This is from the Darn Good Yarn Company. And it was in some sort of a mystery box that he got. This color I think would be good. Let's see if I can find the end. I'm not sure. There we go. So this is just like torn trim. I wonder if I put just a few different pieces and kind of leave them crumpled up like that. Well, let's do that. That's going to be something way different. I had to go a long way to get that bag right. I have to go a long way to get most of everything. I have so much stuff around this room. It's not even funny. Let's see. How about a piece of this one? I don't know where the ends of this stuff is. Oh, I know. I think I know how they have this done. They have them sewn together. Let's do a piece of that one. How about a piece of blue? This is kind of bright, but I think that'll work as well. Or this light blue underneath. That's better. Let's go with those three colors for now. So we have like this white and this light blue and then this darker one. I'll put this one on the bottom. I think that will be good underneath there, and I could put some sort of an embellishment there. So I'm going to turn this over and tape this together. Oh, this is out of my comfort zone too. I don't usually do torn things. It's hard for me. I getcha. And then, Angela, can you pick, oh, did we do the next word yet? Adjective. If I didn't say adjective, stick an adjective in the chat. And then Angela will pick one. If I said so and you have enough, Angela, just give me an adjective. I'm slacking with my story time here. All right. That should be good. That'll hold that together nicely. I guess maybe I didn't need to use that piece to cut that center out. I think it would have worked without it. Oh, that's a good idea. Michelle's cards last year were awesome. I'm saving all of my Christmas cards that were summer themed. You know, like Santa on the beach and things like that for Christmas in July. And we're going to work on those next week, probably, since it'll be July. All right, we have stormy. All right, and the last word for today's Mad Lib is a person in the room. Okay, so I'm going to stick this piece down. I want a little bit of the crumpled look there. I think I'll just run some of this along the back. Let me decide which is the front and which is the back. Nope, that's not going to work. Oh, there it goes. There we go. So there is that piece. And then this has really neat, like, sewn trim along the edge. Kind of cool. I want to just try to stay a little crumply, and I want a little bit of that sewn edge to pop through. So I'll use more of the Fabri-Tac if I can get it to come out. Oh, this smells so good. Oh. Have you guys ever smelled this? I mean, it smells like glue, but it's pretty nice. I'm going to just run a little bead of this across. There we go. Yeah, it's really, I think it's supposed to look sort of unravelly and wrinkled. And I'm leaving some of the loose threads there. There we go. This is totally unplanned. And I'm just going to use my good fabric scissors and trim it with the edge of the card. And if it unravels a little bit, then it just adds to the look of it. So there. Oh, how about one of those buttons that we got? Todd bought me these buttons from Temu. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the camera. These would be perfect. What about this? That looks good. Oh, look at this rainbow one. I'm not going to use it on this card, but that's really pretty. That's pretty too. I think that one stands out the best. It matches the colors. Let's see if I have another one like that. And the backs of these are wooden, so you can use them. You know, just plain wood. I wonder if I should put one of those up here. I don't know. But I think that button would look really good right there. The house smelled like art class. How many of you used to eat library paste in school? Didn't that smell so good? Like Pepsodent toothpaste? Oh, I love the way library paste smells. And I may have eaten my fair share of it as a kid. All right, that is out of my comfort zone, but I think it looks really good, and the card remains kind of a masculine card, so that is good. I don't have very many masculine cards. Yep, any more person in the rooms? I'll give you just a few more seconds, and then I'll let Angela pick one. Thank you again for volunteering. Or allowing me to force you to volunteer. I'm a huffer. Yeah. I'm going to pour that in a bag and I'm going to huff it. Kidding. There are better things to huff than glue. But yeah, when I was a kid, I sat in art class. I sat next to Neil. I can't remember his last name. But his name was Neil. I can remember his face completely. And every time I hear the name Neil, I think of this kid. He was the craziest kid in class. And he and I got in trouble in art class for eating the glue. We ate a lot of the paste. And then he talked me into eating paper. He would roll it up into little balls and eat it. I did not like eating the paper, but I liked eating the glue. But he tried to get me to eat paper. What was his last name? I can't remember. I probably shouldn't say even if I do remember, just in case someone who is watching knows him. But if Neil is watching, he knows. He knows who I'm talking about. I dropped this on the floor face down, but I think it's okay. It didn't even pick up any dog hair. All right. All right. And Angela, can you pick me a person in the room? Hello, Elka. That's why how Maria works. Yeah, I'm a little crazy. And then we did finish this one up with all of these crazy designs. Love that. There we go. I like the way that one came out. I am surprised because that is not my norm. You guys know I never make anything like that. I wonder if I should put some glossy accents, or I think I'll just leave it like soft rather than shiny. All right. Well, Angela, we know the way you are Okay, we'll go with Frank Lee. All right, Frank, here you go. Your name's going to be in my Mad Lib now. I'll have to post it in your Discord server. By the way, I have a Discord server. Do any of you use Discord? I know Frank does. I'll get it up and running and post the link to it for those of you that are not on Facebook. I know. We had art class. We had art class, we had music class, and this is elementary school. We had a great art room. Oh my gosh, it was wonderful. And music was awesome. We had, I think in third grade, we played recorders, which I'm sure the teachers just love that. But in fourth grade, we sang, and our teacher taught us to read sheet music, how to sing, how to know where the repeats are and the rest, and the first ending and the second ending and all of those things. So I learned how to read sheet music in fourth grade just by singing. And she told us that we all sang wonderful. She told us sing loud and proud. She was just so great. Of course, we all believed her that we sang wonderful. We had no idea that we really didn't. I think I will post the Discord link. I'll get it up and running. It'll take me a while. This week's really busy, but maybe next week I'll get it up and running and I'll post the links. And you're right, Frank, you are Mad Lib famous. Okay, here we go. We have the Mad Lib. It's how to throw a pirate party. If you are looking for a bold way to celebrate your birthday, how about a pirate-themed costume party? Start by sending invitations in the form of a buried chipmunk map with an X marking the location of your tractor. Make a sign for the front door that reads, "Ahoy, trees!" and fill in the house with lots of "We Begone" booty. Mom's silk magnolias, satin lakes, and brotherly costume jewelry for starters. As your guests come around, tie bandanas around their narwhal, place bothersome patches over their tonsils, that would be bothersome, and give them fake tattoos for their arms and arms. And remember, when the cake is presented, sing a rousing version of "Happy Birthday, Dear Paint Face, Frank Lee." I didn't read that ahead of time. Oh, that's great. And only then may you cut the chocolate chifforobe with your stormy sword. Happy birthday, dear paint face, Frank Lee. That's great. Well, I'm going to have to post that in your Discord, Frank, and I will get caught up posting all of these in the Facebook group. Wow. That is funny. All right, you guys, let me know which card you like the best. We had music maybe once a quarter in elementary. Oh, no. No art or PE then. Oh, no. We had PE. They called it gym class, and we had it, I think, 3 days a week. We did square dancing. We did gymnastics on the uneven parallel bars. They had us do all kinds of stuff. The balance beam. And then, of course, sports, dodgeball, and, those kind of things. You're right, Frank, eating tempura paints and putting them on your face. I guess it would be pretty safe for your skin. I think all that stuff's non-toxic. Paint face, Frank Lee. I hope you have a happy birthday. I don't know when your birthday is, Frank. You'll have to let me know so we can all sing happy birthday to Paint Face Frank Lee. And the last card. Okay. Yeah, this last week's show is when I actually assembled this card. I started it and then I finished it tonight. And oh, look, one of these came off. Where did it come from? There was a spider in my room. There it is. And I named him Cotton Eye Joe because where I want to know 2 questions. Where did he come from and where did he go? If there was a spider in my room, I would probably burn the house down. Paint face is now a word. You're forever going to be paint face, Frank. Paint face, frankly. All right, you guys. Thank you all for joining me. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Be sure to go give Frankly a subscribe on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, follow him on Twitch, Frankly Music, Frankly Playing. I'll post a link in the Facebook group for him. Alrighty, you guys. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, Angela, for volunteering. And then also Christine, my lovely moderator. Thank you so much. And she's also a channel member, as well as Agnes. I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you so much for being here. I hope everyone has a wonderful week ahead of them. And I will see you all in July next week. You guys take good care, and we'll do some Christmas in July next week. Good night, everybody. Oh, I almost forgot. And until the next video, you know what to do. Go get crafting. Bye-bye. That's right, Frankly. Mod love. Put some mod love in the chat, as we would say on Twitch.